Adelaide has a few. This has got a sheep and a cow and a dog, because we are now coming up to the Agricultural Royal Show Arena, or the Adelaide Showgrounds. And here's another mural of a bandit of some sort. Oh, it's actually a mosaic. It's made from mosaics. Very flash. Very flash, Adelaide. Very flash. Whoa. So inside this area is, once a year they have the Royal Adelaide Show. Sure, this one, some Aboriginal art, and obviously Indigenous, famous Indigenous man. Here you go, Elizabeth Close, Pick and Joey. There you go. Here's some more famous people, some famous piggies. So once a year in September they have the Adelaide Show. Some more murals. And they have huge crowds at the Adelaide Show. Amazing sized crowds. And then during the year they have all sorts of other events at the Adelaide Show as well. At the Adelaide Show grounds. He's keeping an eye on you guys. I'm looking out for you. And if you can see, I think because you've got the fireworks here, and that's a Ferris wheel. So it's some sort of artwork related to the showground as well. Isn't that wonderful? Yes. This one here looks like, I don't know, almost looks like it's not finished. Jetpack, that's what it is. Guy on a jetpack. Some stage there probably was a guy on a jetpack at the Royal Adelaide Show flying around. Some great murals along here. They've got the whole section all muralled off. Here's another Ferris wheel. Obviously Ferris wheels are very in sync with the Adelaide Show. It's very arty work. Now this here is, there used to be a ride when I was a kid called the Mad Mouse, and man was it mad. And everybody thought they were going to die on the Mad Mouse. It was the most hair-raising ride you could ever go on. It was incredibly dangerous. Only the brave of the brave would go on the Mad Mouse. That back in the 70s and 80s, the Mad Mouse was the king of the rides. Here's some more. This is the, you can see the actual showgrounds in there. That's where they have all the animals. It's Holmesville Market now on, I think, Saturday or Sunday mornings. They have markets, and thousands of people go to the markets each morning. But the real kings of the Adelaide Showground were the Holland Dealers Precision Driving Team. Might not have actually been called that, but it was something like that. And they were so cool. Everybody had to stay at the show till 8 or 9 o'clock to watch the Holden Dealing Driving Team. They were super. They were absolutely incredible. They would drive at each other at 110 kilometres an hour and just miss each other. Rip up all the dirt and the grass. It was very, very entertaining. For an 8 or 9 year old like I was at the time, it was probably one of the most incredible things that I'll ever seen. Absolutely amazing. We're still on Goodwood Road. We're still purring along. As you can see, a fair bit. It's 7:48. Reasonable amount of traffic. One of the pavilion, we've had show bags and all sorts of things. As you can see, Adelaide, very clean city. Very clean city. Nice roads. Lovely paved footpaths. Good traffic system. Nice quiet city, not known for causing too much trouble. This is what we call the Adelaide Plains. It's a flat area where the most part of the city is. And here's the Ridley Memorial Gates. Now, Ridley was a famous guy. He was known to be able to hold down 5 cattle at one time while balancing 6 sheep. His efforts in the horticultural industry have put him in the Horticultural Hall of Fame. Of course, none of that's true, but it sounded good. I don't actually know who Ridley is. I'm sure he's a great guy. Very important in the agricultural show section of the world. There's a massage place. There seems to be all massage places everywhere in Australia now. Darwin is full of massage centres where people obviously go to get their arms and legs rubbed so they feel a lot better and cope with life. There's a couple of car yards, got Mitsubishi and Suzuki. Of course, none of the cars are made in Australia anymore. Up until 5 or 6 years ago, we had Holden, Toyota, even Mitsubishi a bit back, Ford. But now they all cease to manufacture cars in Australia. And we just sell cars made from overseas. We were supposed to make cars cheaper, but it was about the same price. Because the Australian government subsidised all the cars that were made in Australia, so they were cheaper. So when they stopped that, all the other cars could catch up. Or maybe. I'm not really a car expert. If you know, tell me in the comments. Oh, look at that. I can see something interesting there. There's something that you might not think you'd see in. True. There's the cars. Oh, yeah. That is a... here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, can't see it. Oh well. It was a minaret, and we'll walk past it in a minute. You might be able to just see it over there. It's from a church. Some sort of church from the eastern side of Europe, where there's a bit of a hint of Middle East influence. There is a windmill. What is a windmill doing right here? Obviously it's something to do with the agricultural show and part of a permanent structure to show people. Here is a bus stop. Adelaide has a great bus system, one of the best. You only have to wait 20 minutes and then you will be able to catch a bus to wherever you go. I think I've lost my wife. She doesn't want to be part of this anymore. I will just walk up to the parklands and then I will stop my tour. And more traffic. More traffic. Whee! There's someone beeping. Maybe they know me. Maybe I'm famous. Somehow I doubt it with my 95 subscribers. Who all seem to be under 8 years old. It's the Adelaide Showground. There's the sign, that's the main entrance. I thought the main entrance was back there. The Vietnamese. Oh, you can see it. Yes. There you go. You can just see the dome in the background. Oh, there goes one of the buses. Vietnamese sandwich shop. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, there was a large number of Vietnamese people come to Australia and quite a few settled in Adelaide. When I was at high school, there was quite a few, not lots, but a few at the high school that I attended. Here we go, a few people going into the city or dinner or maybe going home across the city. A few offices around the edge of the city. And as you can see, in the distance, we have many native trees. Because what we're coming up to here is the parklands. Now the parklands is a great big ring or square around the city centre. There's a big sign in here. Whoa! Let's go, guys. Now there seems to be something happening tonight because all the cars are parked. Here we go, here's our wonderful traffic system. There seems to be something happening in the parklands tonight. And there's the guy. Oh, I do believe it is probably netball night. Netball night, like, is one of the major women's sports and sometimes men's sports in Australia. And in this wonderful parklands, not only do they have lots of native vegetation and open grassland, but they have